Very good morning. Welcome to Chandan Logic's English YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss human digestive system. First of all, I will explain you the topic. Then afterwards, you will have an MCQ session. So all of you, before starting the session, please click the like button. Okay. So this is what I am going to discuss today. Okay. So what are the steps of digestion actually? So the digestion process starts when we swallow the food and finally through ejecting the fecal matter. Okay. So what will happen in between these processes I am going to discuss today. So before starting the session, once all of you click the like button, and what are the 5 stages of digestion, please mention it in the comment section. So I think everybody has prepared already. So what are the 5 steps of digestion processes? Please all of you mention what are the 5 stages of digestion process in the comment section. So then afterwards I will start the session. Okay. So those are the basic things to be remembered. So the first step of digestion starts with ingestion. Okay. As you all know, very good morning. Okay. The first step of digestion is ingestion. Then next it goes with digestion. Then next absorption, assimilation, and finally ejection. So these are the 5 stages of human digestive system. Okay. So each and every thing I am going to explain you today. Okay. So everybody please listen. Yes, very good. Ingestion, digestion, next absorption, assimilation, and finally ejection. So what happens? Okay. So for the first time when we swallow the food, so that process is known as what? Injection. So what happens? Through the mouth and through the esophagus it will enter into our stomach. So tell me students, so our stomach is present on our left side or right side? So tell me. Hi, hello. Okay. So tell me students, stomach is situated on our left side of our body or right side of our body. So these are the basic things to be remembered. So before starting the MCQ session, first of all I will introduce what is what. Okay. Then next I will go with MCQs. Okay. So this will be continued in all the classes. At first I will go with concept and then next I will explain MCQs. So tell me students, yes, very good. Okay. So our stomach is present on the left side of our body, and tell me heart. Heart is present on which side of our body? Mention your answers in the comment section students. Yes, very good. Okay. So today I am going to discuss human digestive system in detail. So the first process of human digestion system starts when we eat something, right? So what we eat, we will eat through our mouth. So this mouth is also known as, okay, so this mouth has many names like buccal cavity, oral cavity, vestibules. Okay. So what is the other name of buccal cavity? Mention your answer in the comment section. Yes, very good. Okay. So in detail I am going to display, I am going to explain each and everything. So tell me students, buccal cavity is also known as what? Okay. At first we will chew our food and we will take our food into our mouth, and this process is known as what? Ingestion. So after we take food, what we will do? We will chew it. Okay. After chewing, we will swallow it. So before swallowing, what happens? Salivary glands. Okay. The salivary glands which is present in our head, what in between our like mouth and ears. So what these salivary glands do? It will release saliva. Okay. These salivary glands, it will release a what enzyme called amylase. Okay. Salivary glands release which enzyme students? Each and everything is important. So which enzyme is released by salivary glands? Amylase. So what this amylase will do? It will actually the starch content will start its digestion in the mouth itself. So what it will digest what? Amylase will digest the starch in the buccal cavity itself. So tell me students, what is the other name for? Yes, what is the other name for oral cavity, buccal cavity? So in the upcoming sessions, yes, salivary glands will secrete amylase and the digestion of the starch will start in the buccal cavity itself through the release of this amylase enzyme from salivary glands. So tell me students, how many types of salivary glands we have? Mention your answer in the comment section. Okay. So what happens students? The food we eat, it will enter into our mouth, and through the mouth it enters through the esophagus. Okay. This esophagus connect our mouth to the stomach, and this is the stomach which will be situated at the left side of our body. Okay, so before that, so actually in human digestive systems we have two digestive systems. So remember each and every point, students. In human digestive system we have two systems: alimentary digestive system, accessory digestive system, accessory organs. So what are those alimentary digestive system? Consist of mouth to anus. The process which consists of mouth to anus, the system which is between mouth to anus, that is known as what? Alimentary system. And what are those accessory organs? Okay, the things which are required for the digestion processes like teeth, tongue and salivary glands, pancreas, liver. Okay, these are said as what? Accessory organs. Very, very important. In human digestion system we have two types. So one is what? Alimentary canal from mouth to anus, and other one is what? Accessory organs. So accessory organs means what? The organs which are used for the digestion purposes. For example, teeth, tongue, salivary glands, and liver, pancreas. So these are the things, accessory organs which are required for the digestion process. Okay. Yes, very good. Bolus means nothing but what? Bolus is nothing but saliva plus the food which you. Okay. So what is this bolus? Why it is this salivary glands which releases the saliva? It mixes up with our food which we eat. So that content is known as what? Bolus. So these bolus can easily pass into the esophagus. Very good, Sagar. Okay. So where it is present? It is present here. It swallows the chewed food mixed with saliva called bolus. Okay, what happens in the throat? Pharynx is nothing but what? Throat. So what happens here? The food we eat, it will mix up with the saliva which was released by salivary glands, and that content is known as what? Bolus. And such that the bolus can easily pass through this esophagus. Okay, so this is the esophagus, students, and this is the stomach, as you all know. So what is the function of liver in the digestion system? So this liver will release bile juice. Okay, this liver will release bile juice which aids in the digestion and absorption of fat. Okay, did you understand? This liver is known as accessory organ in human digestive system. So you will ask the questions like, in human digestive system, liver is alimentary canal organ or accessory organ? This liver is accessory organ. Okay, what is the function of this liver? It will release the bile which is used for the digestion and absorption of fat. Okay, and next come pancreas. This pancreas release pancreatic juice. So this pancreas is also an accessory organ. It is not a alimentary canal. It is a accessory organ. Okay, what it will release? It will release pancreatic juice. Okay, so that digests carbohydrates, proteins and fats. So each and every point is, yes, very good. Each and every point is very, very important, students. And next comes gallbladder. Gallbladder stores bile. So gallbladder, where is the gallbladder? So this is known as gallbladder. If the bile juice is more, if the bile juice which was secreted by the liver is more, so what happens in the gallbladder? There appears stones. And small intestine, so which is long, students? Small intestine or long intestine? And which is the longest system in human digestive system? Small intestine or long intestine or esophagus? Which is the longest thing in human digestive system? So tell me, students. Very good. Yes, I will tell. So in upcoming slides, I am going to display many things. So don't worry, students. And tell me, which is the longest thing in the human digestive system? Small digestive system or large digestive system or esophagus? Yes, very good. So small intestine, for an adult, small intestine, it is approximately 6 to 7 meters long. That means in inches it is 20 feet. Very, very important thing, students. Small intestine length is approximately 6 to 7 meters long, and it is the largest thing in the human digestive system. When comes to large digestive system, even though the diameter of the large digestive system is long, okay, but it is just 1.5 meters. So in fish it is just 5 inch. Each and everything is important, okay. Small intestine, it is 6 to 7 meters long. And when it comes to large intestine, it is just 1.5 meters long. In inches, it is 20 feet. And in large intestine, its inches is just 5 feet. And what is the length of this esophagus? Esophagus is just like 10 feet, 10 inches. And in centimeters, it is just 25 centimeters long, esophagus. Each and everything is, students, this is in adults. Okay, in average, the length of the esophagus, small intestines and the large intestine is this is. Okay, so this is all regarding this. So large intestine, what is the use of this large intestine? It absorbs the water and it excretes the waste materials through the anus. And finally, anus, it allows waste to leave the body. Okay, the fecal matter will go outside through this anus. Yes. Next. So this is what I said. Any one of you please confirm? Am I audible and visible? Okay, done. Okay. So what happens here? How many types of salivary glands? We have 3 types of salivary glands. Okay, parotid gland, sublingual gland, submandibular gland. Okay, so this is the gland. Do you know what is mumps actually? Okay, okay. So if a person is affected with mumps, actually mumps is caused by the virus. Okay, so what happens, students? The largest gland of salivary gland, which is the largest gland of salivary gland, students, parotid gland. So this parotid gland will swell. All of you, I think you all know what is mumps. So mumps is nothing but, so one part of the cheek will be swelled, which is these salivary gland are present exactly in front of the ear and above the jaw. Okay, there appears a swelling, and that condition is nothing but what? Mumps. The mumps condition is due to the effect of what? Virus. So especially which gland is affected if a person is affected with the mumps? Okay, especially parotid gland. Yes. Okay, we have 3 types of glands, right? So which gland will be affected by the mumps? Okay, parotid gland. Okay. So pharynx. So this is nothing but in this part of our human digestive system, what happens? The food we chew and the saliva which is excreted from the salivary glands, this both will mix up, and that particular portion is known as what? Bolus. And these bolus will go from this esophagus. Okay, and what is the what is the use of this pancreas? So spleen. Spleen, we have learnt many times about spleen. So what is the important thing to be noted about this spleen? Tell me, students. What is the thing we have to remember about the spleen, which is exactly below the pancreas? Is it okay now? Is it enough? Okay, done. Okay. So small intestine, even we have types of small intestine. Small intestine is divided into 3 categories. Okay, the food from stomach which enters into the intestine is what? This is duodenum. Okay, the food enters from stomach into small intestine through duodenum. Next, jejunum. Jejunum is the middle part of our small intestine, and ileum, this is the lower part of our small intestine. Clear? And next comes, what are the parts of large intestine? Colon, rectum and anus. So in this colon, we have 3 types. This is ascending colon, this is transfer colon, and this is descending colon. Okay, in large intestine we have 3 types. So what is the use of the large intestine? Actually, it will absorb the water and it will allow the waste materials to go outside through anus. Okay, and these large intestine consist of 3. So what are those? Colon, rectum and anus. And in this column we have 3 types. So one is, this is ascending colon, transverse colon, and this is descending colon, and this is rectum, and finally this is anal. Okay. So where the appendix is present? The appendix is present exactly below the ileum. Remember students, the appendix is present exactly below the ileum, which is the lowest part of the smaller intestine. Okay? Yes, very good. Next, so liver, what is the function of this liver? This liver will excrete bile juice, which is used for the digestion and absorption of fat. And gallbladder, as I told you already, if the bile juice is more, this gallbladder will store that bile juice. If it is in excess, then what happens? That bile juice will convert into stones. Yes. Okay, so these are all regarding this. Next. So these are the parts of stomach. So as I told you already, so where the stomach is situated, it is situated on our left side, below the abdomen. Okay, so there consist parts of the stomach also. So what are the parts of stomach? So the food enters into the stomach through esophagus. The food enters into the stomach through esophagus, and this is the fundus, and this is the pylorus. Okay, this is the duodenum. Duodenum. Okay, from stomach through the small intestine. The food enters from stomach through the small intestine through duodenum. This duodenum is nothing but it is the part of the small intestine system. And here consists of rugae. Okay, this rugae is a part of the stomach. So what is the function of this rugae? Okay, these consist of folds. Okay, these consist of folds which allows the food to store in an excess. Okay, what is the function of this rugae? Okay, it allows excess amount of food to store in the stomach. Okay, it consists of folds. Actually, it looks like a folds. Okay, as you observe here, this part looks like a folds. This allows, okay, this allows the food in excess. That means if we eat the food, this part of the stomach will expand our stomach in order to eat excess. Okay, and these are the layers of the stomach. Okay, these are the layers of the stomach lining. So what are the layers of the stomach lining? Mucosa, submucosa, muscle layers, serosa. So very, very important. So what we have to remember here? Okay, so what is the use of this mucosa? Mucosa, these are the layers of our stomach lining. This mucosa, okay, these consist of what? Mucus and food we eat. Okay, this layer of the stomach consists of mucus and the food we eat. And this is the layer of submucosa. So what is the function of this submucosa? In this submucosa, blood vessels and blood vessels and nerves will be situated in the submucosa. And next comes muscle layers. So muscle layers means what? The contrasting. Okay, so the movement, okay, the movement of digestion will appear in this muscle layer. Okay, and next serosa. Okay, the outermost layer of the stomach lining is known as what? Serosa. Okay, very good. Next, yes, very good, very good. Next, so these are the parts of the mouth. So what is the teeth and tongue? Actually, the teeth and tongue are the accessory organs of our digestive system, right? Teeth and teeth and tongue are the accessory organs of our digestive system. So these are the important parts of our mouth which to be remembered. Okay, so this is ulva. Ulva is nothing but what? So the thing which we appear when we open the mouth, the thing which we appear, okay, the thing that will be appeared in the form of this is known as what? Ulva. Okay, and this is what? And the taste buds which will be appear on the tongue, and that part is known as what? Papilla of tongue. And these are the parts of the teeth. So we have incisors. Okay, incisors, canine. Canine teeth are nothing but what? The front part of the teeth, the front four teeth are known as what? Incisors. And what are this canine? Canine are nothing but what? Which is used for tearing. Okay, and premolars. These are premolars and these are molars. And the corner part of our teeth are known as molars, and before that they are known as premolars, and beyond that they are known as canine, and the front part of the fourth known as what? Canine. So tell me students, how many teeth are there? An adult consists of how many teeth? Comment section, mention it in the comment section. Okay, and next. So this part of, okay, the teeth, beyond the teeth, the part which is here, this is known as what? Hard palate. Okay, this is known as hard palate, and in the which is present at the top of the ulva, then this part is known as what? Soft palate. Okay, this is hard palate, and the thing which is present above the ulva is known as what? Soft palate. Okay, which is exactly between lips and the tongue. Okay, so these are the parts of the buccal cavity. Yes, very good. So next I am going to discuss. So till now I have explained what is what, and now you can easily answer to each and every MCQs as I have discussed each and everything. And if I miss anything, I will explain it in the MCQ itself. Don't worry. Okay, so first question. The function of ingestion in the digestive system is absorption of nutrients, breakdown of proteins, intake of food, elimination of waste. So tell me students, as I have discussed in the starting of the session itself, and now all of you mention your answers in the comment section. Yes, what is the answer? As I told you many times, the first stage of digestion is, human digestive system is ingestion. Ingestion is nothing but what? Taking the food. Very good. Intake of food. Intake of food through mouth is known as what? Ingestion. Very good. So next question. Digestion refers to removal of feces. So starting the questions will be easy, and when you go on the questions will be somewhat harder. Okay. Digestion refers to removal of feces, movement of food, conversion of food into nutrient molecules, absorption of nutrients. Yeah, tell me students, what is the answer for this question? I think everybody will answer to this question. Why? Because first 5 will be very easy and the upcoming MCQs will be somewhat moderate to difficult. Yes, very good. Okay, digestion refers to conversion of food into nutrient molecules. Next. The alimentary canal is best described as a solid structure, discontinuous organ system, continuous hollow system, glandular system. So tell me who is going to give answer for this question. As I discussed in the starting itself, this human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and accessory organs. Okay, these both gives us what? Human digestive system. What is the alimentary canal actually? Yes, it starts with mouth and ends with anus. So this system from starting to end, this process happens in a hollow manner. So tell me what is the answer for this question? A continuous hollow tube from mouth to anus. From mouth to anus, a continuous hollow tube is known as what? Alimentary canal. Very good. Next. Which of the following is an accessory digestive organ? Esophagus, stomach, tongue, small intestine. Now tell me students, so as I discussed, from mouth to anus, continuous hollow tube is known as alimentary canal. So what are the accessory organs? The parts which are helpful for the digestion of food is known as what? Accessory organs. In the given option, which is considered as the accessory organ? And beyond that, tell me 3 more accessory organs which I have explained you in the beginning. So tell me students. Very good. Okay, tongue. So beyond this, so tell me 3 more accessory organs of our human digestive organs. Very good. Okay. Why? Because esophagus, this is the thing which attaches like a throat to small stomach. That means it is a hollow tube. And stomach, it is also a hollow tube. So what are the accessory organs students? Tongue, teeth, salivary glands, and next salivary glands, and next what? Liver, pancreas. Okay, so these are the some of the accessory organs. Very good. So Akhil, this is completely English YouTube channel. So I must teach in English only, okay? Next. The correct sequence of the alimentary canal is mouth, esophagus, pharynx, stomach. Mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach. So tell me, the correct sequence of the alimentary canal, as I told you in the starting itself, okay? This is the reason why I have explained you the topic first, then next I have gone through MCQs. If I explain you the topic, then you can easily answer any type of MCQ. Okay? So tell me students, what is the answer for this question? Yes. Actually, the human digestive system starts from mouth. Then next, the food will enter into the voice box. Okay? So, no, sorry. That is nothing but what? Pharynx is nothing but what? Throat. And then next, esophagus. And then next, stomach. So, what is the answer students? Very good. Option 2. Christmas offers are going on. January 3rd is the last day to avail these offers. So, this is the first time they are going to offer you such a huge discount offers up to 60% offer. Special offers are also going on. Single subject you can get it only for 399 rupees. 0 to hero course are also available on offers. Christmas New Year offers are going on. RRB NTPC you can get these offers up to 60% discount. SSC GD special batch course is also available on our Chandan Logics app. No. SSC exams complete courses are also available on our Chandan Logics app. Railway exams complete courses are also available on offers. Bank exam complete courses are also available on offers. Bank SSC RRB combo courses are also available on our offers. Still there class APPSC, TGPSC, SI constable courses are also available on our Chandan Logics app. So next question. The vestibule of the mouth is located between tongue and palate, teeth and tongue, lips and teeth, cheeks and tongue. So who is going to give answer for this question? Till now only 5 MCQs are completed. How can you say that class is completed? Okay, still there. Total number of MCQs are 30. Okay, so be patient. So what is the answer for this question? What is the answer for this question? Everybody, mention your answers in the comment section. The vestibule of the mouth is located between tongue and palate, teeth and tongue, lips and teeth, cheeks and tongue. What is the answer for this question? Everybody who are in the live session, mention your answers in the comment section. If you know the answer or even if you are guessing the answer, you can mention it in the comment section. So, I am not getting your answers. Very good students. It was struck. Very good. And the answer for this question is lips. So, this vestibule, this is also known as what? Buccal cavity. This is also known as what? Oral cavity. Okay. When you open our mouth, okay, when we open our mouth, so what happens? At first our lips appears, then next our teeth appears, and the thing which is present between lips and teeth is known as what? Vestibule, which is also known as what? Buccal cavity. Okay, which is also known as buccal cavity and which is also known as what? Oral cavity. The digestion of starch will happen within the buccal cavity itself. Okay, yes. Very good. Next question. The posterior roof of the mouth is formed by the hard palate, soft palate, tongue, uvula. So tell me students, I have told you already, when you open your mouth, okay, the thing which touches our teeth, okay, the thing which touches our teeth is hard palate. And the thing which is above the uvula, uvula is nothing but what? When we open the mouth, in Telugu we will say it as what? Konda nalka. Okay, when we open, what happens? It is present exactly above the uluva. So what is that? Tell me. The posterior roof of the mouth. That means when we open our mouth, the posterior means before the pharynx, before the throat, which is present at the top of our mouth. So what that is known as? So tell me students. Very good. Soft palate. Very good. And the thing is that soft palate. This hard palate is present. It joins our teeth. Okay. Yes. Next. Mastication refers to swallowing, chewing, absorption, peristalsis. So tell me students, mastication refers to very, I have told you many times. Okay, chewing is just not the thing. For the thing to be digested in a human digestion system, for a food to be digested, it requires something, and that something is known as what? Okay, and if we do that only, the digestion process will be started. So tell me student, mastication means what? Very good. Okay, when we eat the food, if we directly if we directly swallow it, what happens? The food will not be digested properly. So the thing we have to do for the digestion process is not, we have to chew it. And then next what happens after chewing? We have to mix up with the saliva. And the saliva, it will come from salivary glands. Okay, these two, saliva plus chewed food, is known as what? Bolus. And this complete process is known as what? Mastication. Do you get what I said? Yes, very good. Okay, what happens here? For a food to be digested, the food should be chewed and it should be mixed with the saliva, and both, and these two is known as what? Bolus. Okay, and the whole process is known as what? Mastication. Clear all of you? Yes. Next. The pharynx acts as a common passage for food only, air only, food and air only, blood and air. So tell me students, so as you all know, pharynx, it is a passage for only food or only air or both or even for a blood. So tell me who is going to give answer for this question. When we eat, can the food only enters into the esophagus, or even air is added to that? So tell me students. Very good, very good. Okay, food and air. So pharynx is nothing but a throat. Okay, so it is the it gives a passage for the food to enter into the esophagus. Very good. Next, hi Pooja. Food is propelled through the pharynx by gravity, voluntary muscles, peristalsis, diffusion. So tell me, actually when you chew the food and when you consume it, so there appears a contraction in the pharynx. Okay, when you chew the food and when it is mixed up with saliva, when we consume it, okay, once all of you consume your saliva, so what happens? There appears a contraction in our muscles, and that movement is known as what? Tell me students. Okay? Yes. When we swallow something, there appears a contraction in our pharynx organ. Okay? And that movement is known as what? So tell me. Very good. Peristalsis. Okay, the movement which involves in the digestion food, which enters from pharynx to esophagus, and that movement is known as what? Peristalsis. Very, very important. Okay? Yes, very good students, very good. Keep it up. The esophagus is approximately 5 inches long, 8 inches long, 10 inches long, 15 inches long, as I told you in the beginning itself. So what is the length of small intestine? What is the length of large intestine? What is the length of esophagus? And which is the longest part in our human digestive system? I have told you in the starting itself. So tell me students, so what is the esophagus actually, which connects the pharynx with the stomach? Okay, it is a passage for the food. Tell me students, what is the length of this esophagus actually? Very good. No. No students. I have told you in the beginning itself, or else you can go through the beginning of the session, you can find it. No. Okay, I told you, small intestine, which is the largest thing of our human digestive system, it is between 6 to 7 meters long. That means in inches it is 20 feet. And large intestine, it is just 1.5 meters long and it is just 5 inches. So this is also inches. Okay. And next, esophagus, which is like how many? It is 25 centimeter long, and it is how many in inches? It is 10 in inches. Okay, it is 10 inches long. Very, very important for an average human length. This is. Next, the epithelium lining of the esophagus is simple columnar, stratified squamous, next cuboidal, ciliated columnar. So what is this epithelium lining? So each and every part of our body has some epithelium lining. So in the same way, like esophagus, which connects the pharynx to our stomach, the esophagus lining is which type of lining? So tell me students, actually the esophagus which connects the pharynx to our stomach, it requires, okay, it should have a property that should prevent from friction. Okay, it must contain multi layers of lining. Okay, listen properly. The esophagus which allows the food into the stomach, it requires lot of things to prevent from friction. So when we observe, when we consume stones, can we swallow through the esophagus? No. But if we chew, not stones, we cannot swallow stones actually, okay, but small stones can be swallowed. In order to swallow the hard food, so how the esophagus should be? It should have the property of overcoming friction. That means it must contains multi-layered lining. Okay, this esophagus consists of multi-layered lining that should overcome friction. So which type of lining consists of the things which I have said? Okay, and the answer for this question is stratified squamous. Very good. Why? Because this stratified squamous epithelium consists of multi-layered lining. It consists of multi-layered lining, and that prevents from friction. For this purpose, this esophagus is lined up with this stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, so simple columnar. This simple columnar is nothing but it is a single layered. This type of lining is present in stomach, small intestine. So each and everything is important, students. Stomach, small intestine. These type of organs consist of this small columnar epithelium lining. And next comes to cuboidal. This cuboidal is nothing but which is used for filtration, secretion and filtration purpose, this lining. So where we will use this type of cuboidal lining? In kidneys. Okay, and finally ciliated columnar. This ciliated columnar consists of a hair-like follicles, and these type of epithelium consists in fallopian tubes. Each and everything is important students. Okay. So these are all nothing but what? Linings. In esophagus, when we consume the food, what happens? That esophagus must have the capacity of sustaining the friction which is present in the food. So that it must have multi layers in order not to rupture the esophagus. Clear all of you? Yes. Very good. The innermost layer of the alimentary canal is serosa, submucosa, muscularis, external mucosa. So I have told you already. Okay. So the innermost layer of the alimentary canal is in the stomach. I have told you already. Stomach lining consists of how many layers? Mucus, submucus, muscle layer, and finally serosa. And even I have told you each and everything, function of each and everything layer. So mucus, in mucus, that part of the stomach consists of what? Like a mucus plus food we take. And next comes submucosa. In this submucosa, the food we take, okay, that the nutrients from that food will enters into the bloodstream and nerves. And that layer is known as what? Submucosa. And next comes muscle layer. Peristalsis process. Peristalsis means what? Contraction of food. Contraction movements is known as what? Peristalsis, and that peristalsis movements will happen in this mucus layer, muscle layer, and finally serosa. Okay. So what is the answer for this question, students? Very good. Innermost, I have told you. So listen, this is the stomach. Okay. So think that this is the stomach. So there appears, okay, the stomach lining. Okay, this is the stomach lining. So in stomach lining, so these are the layers of stomach lining. So actually this is the stomach lining. In detail I am going to explain. This is known as mucosa, and this is known as submucosa, and this is known as muscle layer, and finally the outermost is known as what? Serosa. Okay, the outermost is known as what? Serosa. So tell me students, what is the answer for this question? And the answer for this question is mucosa. Okay, mucosa is the innermost layer of the alimentary canal. So after mucosa we will have submucosa, and after submucosa muscle layer, and finally the outermost layer of the alimentary canal is known as what? Serosa. Okay, next. Which layer contains blood vessels and nerve prolixes? Mucosa, submucosa, serosa, epithelium. So tell me students, who is going to give answer for this question? So already before the start of the MCQs I have already explained. So what are the layers of stomach lining? Okay, and even though in the next before question also I have explained what is what. So in mucosa what happens, in submucosa what happens, in like muscle layer what happens, in serosa what happens, I have already explained you. So tell me students, in the layers of alimentary canal, in which layer blood vessels and nerve prolixes are found? No students. Submucosa. Okay, in submucosa. I will tell you again and again. In mucosa we will have the direct food, the food we eat. Okay, and in submucosa we will have blood vessels and prolixes, and in muscle layer we have peristalsis process, and finally in serosa, you tell me what happens in serosa? It will allow the it acts as a outtaker, serosa, to enter into the small intestine. Okay, next. The stomach is located mainly on the right side of the abdomen, left side of the abdomen, pelvic cavity, midline. So tell me, I have already explained at the beginning of the session itself. Stomach is present on the left side of the abdomen or right side of the abdomen. So tell me students, what is the answer for this question? And each and every students who are who wants a class in English medium, please share this video to them. Very good. Left side of the abdomen. Intrinsic factor is required for absorption of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin D. Very interesting and important question students. So in our body, so remember properly or listen properly. Okay, in our body, our stomach lining is what type of lining? It is small columnar epithelium lining. So remember, okay, our stomach lining is made up of small columnar epithelium, which is just a single layer. Okay, which is used for absorption and excretion. Which is used for absorption and secretion. In the same way, our stomach lining, okay, it consists of one glycoprotein. Our stomach lining, it consists of one glycoprotein which produces what? This intrinsic factor. Do you got what I said? Okay, which produces this intrinsic factor. This intrinsic factor is used for the dissolve of vitamin B12. What is this vitamin B12? Cyanocobalamin. If a person have the deficiency of vitamin B12, so what type of condition he will be affected with? Pernicious anemia. Very important students. Okay, if a person is having vitamin B12 deficiency, that person will be affected with pernicious anemia. That means a person, this intrinsic factor is released from where? From stomach lining. Intrinsic factor is nothing but what? This intrinsic factor will dissolve the vitamin B12. If this intrinsic factor is not present in our stomach, so what happens? This vitamin B12 will not be dissolved or will not be absorbed. So there appears a condition is known as what? Pernicious anemia. Okay. So what is the answer for this question, students? Vitamin B12. What is this intrinsic factor actually? It is nothing but the glycoprotein which absorbs the vitamin, which absorbs vitamin B12. If this is not present, so if this glycopresent is not present, what happens? We will suffer with vitamin B12 deficiency, and eventually we will go for pernicious anemia. Okay. Next. Hydrochloric acid in the stomach is secreted by chief cell, parietal cell, mucous cells, enteroendocrine cells. So very important and easy question. As you all know, and I have discussed many times, hydrochloric acid is present in the stomach. So this hydrochloric acid will be released by gastric glands, and these gastric glands have some cells. Okay. So which type of cells will release this like hydrochloric acid? So tell me, students. Very good. Okay. And the answer for this question is parietal cells. These parietal cells which is present in the stomach line or gastric glands will secrete this hydrochloric acid. Okay, and these hydrochloric acid have a pH value of approximately 1.5 to 3. That means strong acid. Next, the stomach mainly functions as a absorptive organ, storage and mixing chamber, bile producing organ, water absorbing organ. So water absorbing organ is large intestine, bile producing organ is liver, absorptive organ is like what, students? Small intestine. So what is this storage and mixing chamber? Now tell me. Yes, very good, Sundari, very good. Okay, they are also known as what? Oxynetic cells. Very good. Okay, stomach, storage and mixing. Okay, so what actually from esophagus the food enters into the stomach, but the digestion does not start in the stomach. The digestion, most of the digestion starts in the small intestine. Very, very important, as I have told you many times. Okay, next. The longest part of the alimentary canal is esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So tell me, students, I think by this you will have a complete knowledge for human digestive system. Okay, by this class you will gain lot of knowledge regarding this human digestive system. And what is the answer for this question, students? Very good. How can you say large intestine? I have told you in the beginning itself. Tell me, students, what is the answer for this question? Small intestine. Okay. Esophagus, it is just 10 inches long and 25 centimeters long. Stomach, it is not at all considered, and small intestine, it is 6 to 7 meters long and which is 20 inches, and large 20 feet actually, and large intestine which is 1.5 meters long. Even though the diameter of the large intestine is more, overall length of the small intestine is large when compared to large intestine, small intestine. Okay. Next. Bile and pancreatic juice enter the small intestine at the jejunum, ileum, duodenum, cecum. So actually here there will be liver. So this is not perfect liver. Okay. So this is liver. Okay. And here will be gallbladder. So what happens? What they are seeing? So this is like this is stomach. Okay. Through the duodenum. So this is not perfect. Okay. And this is small intestine. Okay. So the question is that bile and pancreatic juice, the bile juice is secreted from liver and pancreatic juice is secreted from pancreas. These both enters into the small intestine too. So this is known as what? Duodenum. Okay, duodenum is nothing but what? It is the one of the part of small intestine. Okay, the small intestine consists of three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Okay, the starting part is known as duodenum and the middle part is known as jejunum and the ending part is known as what? Ileum. Ileum is the largest of all the like small intestine parts. So what is the answer, students? This is duodenum. Villi are present in the stomach, large intestine, small intestine, esophagus. I have told about this villi many times. Okay, these villi, these are nothing but finger-like projection. Okay, these finger-like projection, these are present in which part of the human digestive system? I have discussed many times. So what is the function of this? The absorbed food, okay, the food we eat, so it is completely digested. So after digestion, the nutrients which are present in the digested food, these are absorbed by this villi and it will allow that nutrients to enter into the bloodstream of our body. Okay, actually where this villi is present? So I have discussed many times, yes, and this villi is present in our small intestine. Okay, the villi which is present in our small intestine, which are finger-like projection, will take the nutrients from the digested food and allows that nutrients into the bloodstream. Okay, very, very important thing to be remembered. Next, the primary function of villi is to secrete enzyme, to increase surface area for absorption, store nutrients, propel food. So tell me, students, each and every student mention your answer in the comment section. Okay, and the correct answer for this question is increase surface area for absorption. These villi, they are like finger-like projection. It will increase the area of small intestine to absorb the nutrients and enter into the bloodstream. Okay, next question. Pierce patches are found in the duodenum, jejunum, ileum, caesium. So tell me, students, Pierce patches. So actually, these are all what? These are all parts of small intestine. So small intestine is nothing but, you observe, this is small intestine. Assume this is small intestine. Okay. So from stomach which enters into the, this is known as what? Duodenum. And this is known as what? Jejunum. The middle part is known as jejunum. And this part is known as what? Ileum. And finally there exists one, this is known as caesium. Okay, the thing which is present between the ileum and caesium is known as what? Appendix. Okay, what are those Pierce patches? Pierce patches are nothing but which are present in the ileum. Okay, these Pierce patches are present in the ileum. So what these Pierce patches will do? So they will prevent the gut from pathogens. They will prevent the gut from bacteria pathogens. Very, very important. These Pierce patches which are located at the ileum, this prevent the gut from bacteria pathogens. Remember, very, very important. Next, the ileocaecial valve is present between stomach and duodenum, like jejunum and ileum, ileum and caesium, colon and rectum. Okay, so this is also very, very important. Ileocaecial valve is present between. Okay, so tell me, students, so this valve is also present between where? Between ileum and caesium. So what is the use of this valve? It will not allow the food. Okay, the excess food from the small intestine is not allowed into the large intestine through this ileocaecial valve. Do you get what I said? The excess of amount food. This valve does not allow excess food from small intestine to large intestine. Okay, this valve does not allow excess food from small intestine to large intestine, and it is present exactly between like ileum and caesium. Okay, next. The appendix is attached to ileum, cesium, colon, rectum. So tell me students, appendix is attached to what? Appendix is attached to so what are the parts of larger intestine system? Colon, rectum and finally anus. Okay, so what is the appendix actually? So appendix this is a waste. So as of now we consider this appendix are not, it does not do any function. Okay, but if it does not eat properly, so what happens to that appendix? That appendix will be swell, which causes a severe pain. So that is present exactly where? So tell me students, that is present exactly, it is attached to cesium. Tenacious coli are characteristics of the small intestine, stomach, large intestine and esophagus. So tell me students, Tenacious coli are characteristics of what? Small intestine, stomach, large intestine, esophagus. Each and every student mention your answer in the comment section. I am not getting your messages. So, these questions you tell me tomorrow, this is homework. You have to search it and tell me tomorrow this answer. Okay? Why? Because it is somewhat difficult. Okay? I am giving you this question as a homework. If you tell me the answer for this question only, tomorrow in the morning session I am going to start the class. Okay? So, next question. Haustra are seen in duodenum, like jejunum, colon, rectum. Okay? Haustra. Haustra are nothing but, so this is like a large intestine actually. So, think this is as large intestine. Okay? So, this is large intestine, just think it. So, this is ascending colon, this is transfer colon, this is descending colon. So, the thing which are like bands, the thing which are like bands are known as what? Haustra. Okay? So, these haustra are seen in where? So, what is the function of this haustra means? In the particular haustra, there appears a water absorption. The water absorption and stool formation will be appeared in this structure. Okay? So, what is, where it is present? It is present in the column. So, what is the function of this haustra? Here appears like a water absorption and stool formation. Water absorption and stool formation will be there in this haustra. Okay, they are appear on the colon like bands. Next, the involuntary anal sphincter is made up of skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, striated muscle. Okay, so actually the waste material, okay, which is digested, the waste material we will let it out through anus. Okay, anus. So, what type of muscles will be in that particular anus? Okay, actually the anus shape will be like this. Okay, this is anus actually. So, here consists of anal cavity. Okay, this is like a soft thing and this is like a hard thing. Okay, this soft like muscle is known as what? This soft muscle is known as what? And hard muscle is made up of what? Okay, these are nothing but what? Anal sphincter. Okay, internal anal sphincter. This is nothing but what? Internal anal sphincter. This internal anal sphincter will be smooth. This internal anal sphincter will be smooth. That is also known as what? Involuntary anal smooth, and the answer for this question is smooth. And the external anal sphincter, so which is hard, that is made up of what? Skeletal muscle. External anal sphincter is made up as what? Skeletal muscle. This is also very, very important thing. So, last 5 questions are, it will be some moderate to difficult level. Okay, each and everyone listen properly. Next, last question. Mumps mainly affect the sublingual gland, submandibular gland, parotid gland, pancreas gland. So, who are in the life? So, tell your answer. The 27th question answer You tell me that answer tomorrow morning live session. And the people who are watching after live, so please mention your answer in the comment section itself. Okay, and what is the answer for this last question, students? I have told you in the beginning itself, mumps. These mumps are nothing but they are the viral infection which affects our salivary gland. Salivary gland means particularly which salivary gland? Parotid gland. The parotid gland is the largest gland of salivary gland. Okay, so what is the answer, students? Parotid gland. So in severe cases, in some severe cases, if the mumps infection is more, it will even cause inflammation in sublingual gland, even in submandibular gland. If in worst severe cases, there will be effect to the pancreas only. So mostly if a person is affected with mumps, okay, the swelling will be appear in the parotid gland, which is the largest gland of salivary gland. Okay. Special offers are going on every student. Okay, please try to WhatsApp channel so that many updates will be appear in those channels. Okay, that's all for today. Let's meet in the evening session in Chandan Loik's Telugu YouTube channel with the fifth topic. What is the fifth topic actually? Magadha dynasty. Okay, in Indian history series, I have already deal with 4 topics, and in the evening session, I am going to discuss the topic and the next MCQs of Magadha dynasty session. Okay, bye students, take care.